Hey everybody, this is Mace1370 back for another triple Gatecrash draft. There are a few cards that we could take in this opening pack. We have two very good black removal spells, Killing Glare and Grizzly Spectacle. Um, Daring Skyjic is a very good white 1-drop. Frilled Octopus, very good blue 2-drop. Sorry, white 2-drop and blue 2-drop. Madcap Skills is always good. Orzhov Key Rune is alright. Spark Trooper's fine. I don't really like taking a double color card like this so early, especially one that's not, I don't know, that one that's, not that powerful. He's okay. He has a good effect. If you're already in Boros, he's great, but I wouldn't go Boros for this guy. I think we take Grizzly Spectacle. I mean, I think it's better than Killing Glare. It kills pretty much everything. You don't really care about artifacts in this format. And Killing Glare can also pretty much kill anything, but Grizzly Spectacle can hit higher targets much easier. Well, we got past quite a pack. I don't really know where to go here. There's a Sunhome Guildmage, Basilica Guards, Cynic of Ties, Sky Knight Legionnaire. So quite a bit of Boros in this pack. Yeah, this is a tough decision. We could just slam like the Sky Knight Legionnaire. It's probably the strongest card in the common section. I mean, there's also Sunhome Guildmage, which is very good too. I feel like we kind of want to take Syndic here. We might be passing too much Boros to like get it in pack 2. Not that that's usually a consideration for me. We only really passed the Spark Trooper and the Sky Knight Legionnaire in our first pack. Syndic would be very good in Boros though, if that ends up being open for the rest of this pack, and it would also go well with our first pick. So I think that's what I'm taking here. Alright, well this pack has a Homing Lightning, which is probably what we're taking. There's an Orzhov Kira and a Martial Glory. These are fine cards. Slaughterhorn is good too, but Homing Lightning is quite nice, so I think we'll take that. Oh geez, that's a really late Gore Clan Rampager. I think we're just slamming that. We might not even be in white or black. Getting this fourth pick is a pretty big signal that Gruul is open. We saw the Zertar Swine a pack or two ago, so I guess that was foreshadowing the coming of Gore Clan Rampager. I've never seen this guy fourth pick before, so in my opinion, that's pretty late. It's kind of awkward that we have two 4-drops right off the bat, and I guess we're not playing these cards, but that's okay. Well, here we just take Skinbrand Goblin. He's a very good 2-drop for our deck. The fact that he has Blood Rush is really nice. I'm going to go ahead and hide these now since I don't think that's what we're doing. So yeah, assuming the packs continue to, ship this stuff, I think we'll end up with a pretty good deck. We passed a lot of Boros, but that's okay. Generally the cards that Boros wants, we don't want the creature-wise. They want lots of red-white 2-drops. They take our Skinbrand Goblin, but we, can get other 2-drops that they're not really looking for. And most of the Blood Rush cards, like the good ones like Slaughterhorn, this guy, stuff like that will come to us. Okay, well, another 2-drop here is just fine. Foiled Frilled Octopus is always cool to see. Not much else in this pack, really. I mean, Syndicate Enforcer is okay. There's a Boros Guildgate and an Adaptive Snapjaw. We definitely want the 2-drop, though. Alright, this is a little awkward. We're taking Scab Clan Charger, which is another 4-drop, I guess, but Active Treason would be fine, too. I like this guy, though. He's flexible. We can use him as a Blood Rush. Alright, So Prophetic Prism, not looking to splash yet. We don't really want to splash the Syndic of Ties or the Grizzly Spectacle. And I'm trying to think of a card we would splash. I guess maybe some crazy Angel or something, but I don't remember if those are double red or double white. I think they're double white. Maybe like an Aurelius Fury. I mean, Ripscale Predator is quite good as far as 6-drops go, so we're just going to take that. Ooh, Madcap Skills tabling is nice. We don't need another 4-drop right now, although Scorchwalker's fine. So is Verdenhaven. But yeah, Madcap Skills is pretty sweet. Wow, an Ember Beast Wield, so that's a good pickup. Alright, nothing really here. We'll take a Cynic Guildgate, just in the event that we get a blue card that we want to splash. I guess we'll take Riot Gear. So yeah, this pack definitely worked out okay. I mean, like I said, we shipped a ton of Boros, but we're not really going into Boros, so that's fine. Yeah, not much here. I guess they'll take a green-red card just to take a green-red card. I've yet to see Primal Visitation actually played. Sure, Tower Defense. Alright, so here's hoping for an awesome pack 2. Zertar Swine did not make it around the table, sadly. But, you know, getting this guy 4th is quite the pickup. Signal the Clans is not really a card. Although this pack is quite loaded. Double Metropolis Sprite. Cinder Elemental is fine. I think we're just taking Disciple of the Old Ways. This kind of feels like the format of 2 drops to me, but you do need to get a very nice curve in this format to do well. So yeah, we'll take it here. I'm trying to think like maybe the Massive Raid or the Cinder Elemental will table, maybe the Naturalize. So we'll probably get a second card out of this pack. Alright, well, it looks like we're doing it. There's a Slaughterhorn in this pack. Ooh, there's also a Mugging. Didn't see that at first. That's really, really tough. I mean, I think it's probably got to be Mugging, sadly. Slaughterhorn is basically exactly what we need. We're kind of short in the 3 slot, but Mugging is very key. We have 1 Homing Lightning. Maybe we'll table the Gruul Key Rune. Man, we've already passed 1 Slaughterhorn. That's a shame, but yeah, I think we have to take Mugging. Very close, though. Alright, well, have to make a lot of tough decisions in this draft. Another Slaughterhorn, Homing Lightning, and a Zertar Swine. I mean, it's not Homing Lightning. We already have 3/4 drops. I think it might have to be Slaughterhorn. I want to take the Zertar Swine here a lot, but we don't really have any 3s yet, and I think our curve dictates that we take it. I don't expect it to table. I mean, it might. This pack has quite a few cards that we want in it. We could theoretically even play Biomass Mutation, although it probably won't be that good in our deck. Active Treason might wheel. Yeah, this is very close, though, but I think it's got to be Slaughterhorn. Alright, well, I don't think we really want Molten Primordial. He's fine. I think Wasteland Viper is probably better, and it's probably better than Scorchwalker, too. He can be a key early blocker if you need. The Death Touch ability can be cute, especially if you throw it on something like Ripscale Predator. You know, if they have to block with a couple creatures, and maybe you can only kill just one of them with the 6 power. Yeah, I think Wasteland Viper there. Alright, Warmind Infantry is a perfectly fine card for our deck. Fits our 3 slot, and it's a good card to boot, so happy to pick that one up. We don't really need Towering Thunderfist. I guess we're taking Mark for Death. It's a decent ability for us. Yeah, and here I think we're just taking Disciple of the Old Ways. Seen a lot of Simic going around. Yeah, I'm really curious about what we'll get in that pack with the Zertar Swine. I'm hoping we get... Oh, look at that. Late Zertar Swine. So now I'm doubly happy that I picked up the Slaughterhorn. Yeah, and this isn't even the wheel. Interesting that both of these table. That seems a little strange. Usually they're taken a little bit more highly. So Signal the Clans I don't think is really that great. I think we'd probably prefer just to have Naturalize for our sideboard. And as predicted, I guess we got the Gruul Key Rune on the wheel for that pack. Which is fine. Like actually, like this card, as far as key runes go, for a couple reasons. The first is in Gruul, you tend to play a little bit more expensive spells, you know, like this guy. And we didn't get much. We just got the Forced Adaptation. That's kind of a bummer. And then 2, this guy has Trample, which can be really huge when you like animate him and have, you know, like a nice Blood Rush effect in your hand. So that can work well with him. So overall, this pack went fine. I think we filled out our curve a little bit better, you know, only having 1 3-drop going into this pack. Yeah, none of these are super playable. The 2/2, I guess, is probably the most. Maybe we should have just taken that. I just took a green card because we're red-green. Yeah, so going into pack 3, looking, you know, to fill out our early curve a little more. I wouldn't mind picking up another Big Pig, and another removal spell or 2 wouldn't hurt either. Frenzied Tilling in case they play a really awesome land that we need to kill. Okay, well this pack is pretty unexciting, but there's a lot of awesome cards for other people, so yay for them, I guess. We could take a Verdant Haven, but like I said, we're not really splashing here, and we haven't really opened anything that we really need to splash, or want to, I guess. Yeah, I think we're just taking Active Treason. It's kind of an unexciting first pick, but there's nothing else here for us. Cloud from Raptor's sweet, but we're not Simic. Yeah, we're just taking Burning Tree Emissary, I think. I mean, Ivy Lane Denizen is very good. Madcap Skills is good too. So is Disciple, but we need more 2-drops, and this is pretty much the best one. Okay, Pit Fight is perfectly fine. We'll be taking that here. It's another Cloud from Raptor. I guess nobody is in Simic. I guess that means we should get good green cards. Or not. I think we're just taking Greenside Watcher. We don't really need Rust Scarab. Haven't seen any Gruul Guild Gates yet. We had the Simic one. I probably wouldn't play that just with this guy. I guess maybe we wheel one of these. Oh, actually, we might wheel Ruination Worm. Okay, unexciting pack. So yeah, pack 3 has not been very good. Maybe Gruul is just not being opened. I guess we're taking Ruination Worm here. Not a whole lot else. I don't mind playing a second 6-drop. Alright, well there is a Gruul Guild Gate. So we're 23 cards now, but we're not playing the Forced Adaptation. So yeah, I think we're taking the Skinbrand Goblin. Like, I'd like to take the Gruul Guild Gate. If I knew I was going to get another solid creature, maybe it would be better to take the Guild Gate instead for our Greenside Watcher. I'm trying to think what... We might want to cut Mark for Death. So yeah, I think we'll do this. That was close though. I mean, it just depends on how, I guess, greedy you want to get. Because we're at 23 cards now, so we have our deck. If we get one more solid creature, we could cut the Mark for Death. Like if we get another Fat Pig or Big Pig or whatever people are calling this card now, then I'd cut it. I'm trying to think like what else I would cut it for. I think we have enough 2-drops at this point. Another quality 3-drop would be nice, because we really only have like 3 right now. Alright, interesting. So we could take an Armored Transport. I don't know, like, it doesn't seem that great in our deck. I guess we do have Madcap Skills. So we could take it and not play the Mark for Death. I think I'm just going to take the Guild Gate, though. Yeah, this is close. It's just a 2-1 is the problem. I guess it works well with, like, Blood Rush and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this is really close. I'm like oscillating back and forth. I'll take it just because it turns on Battalion, and I'm not like super keen about making sure my Greenside Watcher can tap for mana. It looks like we have a pretty solid curve. I like this a bit more. Okay, well if I knew we were going to get one of these this late, then I would have taken the Guild Gate. I kind of played this a little conservatively, but this is fine. So we can cut another card. We could just cut the Greenside Watcher, since we don't have any Guild Gates now. Yeah, I guess here we take a Verdant Haven. There wasn't much else in that pack for us anyways, but I guess the thing that could have tabled did, so hooray. I think we might get a Ruination Worm in the next pack. The first couple picks of this pack were not that... Oh, wow. Alright, well now we're definitely cutting the Greenside Watcher, for sure. Maybe... So maybe even like an Armored Transport, or... I think we want the Active Treason. Maybe the Ruination Worm? I mean, this is a pretty tight curve as we have it. We have a full play set of Disciples. It's pretty sweet. I like playing 2-drops in our deck just because the Burning Tree Emissary, being able to, you know, on turn 2 drop 2-drops is pretty sweet. And I guess we're taking Furious Resistance. We will resist the temptation to play it. Alright, yeah, the Ruination Worm did wheel. So yeah, we definitely could have taken one of those Guild Gates. C'est la vie. Shadow Alley Denizen could theoretically be more annoying than random 2-2. I'm pretty impressed with this deck. It seems quite sweet. We have a couple good removal spells, Mugging, Pit Fight, and Homing Lightning. We have a bunch of awesome Blood Rush cards and a pretty perfect curve. The only thing that I'm debating about now is looking at, like, do we want to play a second 6-drop just to have a little bit more of a top end? I don't know if we do. It's a pretty fast format, and this deck looks pretty aggressive with all of our Blood Rush and our early drops. All right. Yeah, so not playing Frenzy and Tilling. These guys, one of them is a maybe. So I guess we don't have to play the key rune if we're not really ramping into much. It's another guy with trample, but if we only have 2 6-drops, I don't know if we really need it. So if we did that, that would let us play the Greenside Watcher or a Ruination Worm. One of the two. Probably the Worm. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 2-drops is probably enough. Yeah, and the other thing too, another reason not to play the key run, I guess, looking at this now, is that we only have one 5-drop, and a nice plus to dropping this on turn 3 would be that we could play turn 5 on turn 4. Only having one 5-drop, and it's a card that we may want to just Blood Rush some of the time, means that using this to ramp, we're only really ramping to our 6 slot, of which we have 1, maybe 2 cards. So I think we're going to do it this way, and I think I am going to put the Worm in, just because some decks have a really hard time dealing with him, just because he's so big. So we're going to do that. 9/8's probably correct. Yep, looks pretty good to me. And yeah, I think I'm going to make the deck, so I'm going to go ahead and submit. Go into game 1.